Right now, plans to bring an Amazon facility to Dane County are moving forward. It would bring more than 1,000 jobs, but not everyone is on board.
A former restaurant owner receiving low bail repeatedly after dozens of stalking charges. The Dane County DA explains why.
Flurries, 50s, and freezing rain. A little alliteration, but we're talking a whole lot of stuff in the first warrant forecast.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Happy Friday. I'm Chris Stanford.
Thanks for waking up with us on our Flannel Friday. I'm Leah Lynch. We need to explain.
We're going to talk about it.
Chris Stanford's outfit here. Go ahead.
It's flannel.
Take it away.
Trust me. Everybody's asking, is that flannel? It's Flannel Friday. Are you wearing flannel? It's flannel. Trust me. Flannel is not just a pattern. It's the type of fabric, right? There it is. You can see some of the fuzz on there. It is a soft. See there? You feel it there? Or you hear it there on the mic?
Yeah.
Flannel.
If you've ever wondered, you know, what really gets Chris Stanford going? What keeps him up at night? What gives him his drive for life? It's what flannel is. He loves to talk about it.
Whatever that means.
I've just never seen you so excited, like, feel my flannel.
Trust me, I'm defending myself here because a few people asked me this morning, is that flannel?
I think it's a nice shirt.
Like I feel
Lands End special.
partially like I'm letting the team down, like I'm not representing Flannel Friday well enough.
You know, I think we just
might not see this shirt again.
I may be speaking for Chris Reese. I think we just prefer flannel plaid for our Fridays.
Okay.
But then yesterday, I wore plaid, because yesterday I thought it was Friday.
This is true.
I thought, so
did.
They were like, the color is green, and I wore like a green plaid shirt because I was like, I don't have green flannel, so I was like, maybe the plaid will pass as flannel. And it was not flannel.
You know what? We're going to put this conversation to bed. Thanks for waking up with us on our Flannel Friday. We hope you're nice and comfy at home. To our top story, a new proposal to bring a $200 million Amazon facility to the village of Cottage Grove, getting a unanimous go-ahead from the area's Plan Commission.
But many people in the neighboring town are not on board. The proposed site is on the border with Sun Prairie, which has the only residential area near the site. So people who are the most affected aren't getting the biggest say.
I'm really invested in this because my house is within 600 feet of this building.
Since January, Jeff Christie has been following a proposal to bring an Amazon site to Dane County. The 65,000 square foot facility would be located in the village of Cottage Grove, but the Town of Sun Prairie chairperson says the consequences would mostly fall on Town of Sun Prairie residents.
Everything that's going to leave the site will be affecting residents in the town of Sun Prairie, whether it's stormwater, whether it's air quality, whether it's increased traffic patterns.
So Village of Cottage Grove leaders say that they have been working on developing this plan now for 13 years, calling the approval process standard. Village officials say the facility is expected to bring in a 20% increase to its overall tax base and more than 1,000 new full-time jobs. 3 $500 signature bonds. That did not stop Patrick Sweeney from contacting his victim dozens and dozens of times.
He's now being held on a $50,000 cash bond, but it took all those violations and 4 separate cases to get there. Naomi Cole sat down with Dane County DA Ishmael Ozan to talk about how his office approaches these types of cases.
One person, 93 bail jumping charges. Generally speaking, that's not the norm.
A lot of times, you know, we won't look to charge every violation.
In Patrick Sweeney's case, the Dane County District Attorney's Office chose to charge him for every time he tried to contact his victim while out on release. That was dozens and dozens of times after already being charged with stalking and abusing the victim Sweeney was trying to contact. In domestic violence cases, DA Ishmael Ozan says that's a trigger.
Those smaller violations actually become much more serious, especially if they're repeated. And so in those situations, we would likely charge more of the specifics where we felt it was appropriate.
When domestic abuse is involved, smaller crimes may hold more significance.
That's a flashpoint. That is, at times, the most serious level of danger for them. They are actually reaching out for help.
His office uses law enforcement lethality assessments and a variety of other risk factors when weighing bail recommendations for judges and commissioners.
At some level, this isn't a perfect science. We can't predict the future. We can have some good ideas at times, and we can try to put in place safety plans for victims to make sure that they are being as safe as possible, that we are supporting them as best we can. But we as the system can't be with them 24/7.
But ultimately, the larger conversation is more complex than any single case or event.
I think the consequences to knee-jerk reactions sometimes are worse than what we're trying to solve with them.
Cash bail reform is currently the target of a new legislative push to change the Constitution in Wisconsin. This in the wake of the Waukesha tragedy.
The Assembly Parlor at the state capitol getting a new name in honor of former Governor Tommy Thompson. He began his political career in the state assembly back in the 1960s. Thompson went on to become, of course, the longest-serving governor in state history before leaving Madison to join the Bush administration as Health and Human Services Secretary in 2001. He's now finishing up his latest role as interim president of the UW system.
Members of the Republican National Committee are in Milwaukee today, touring key venues as the city bids to host the 2024 National Convention. Milwaukee is one of 3 finalists, along with Nashville and Salt Lake City. Politico reports Milwaukee right now is the front runner.
Is all things being even, when you look at, this is not us with a Hail Mary. You got a state-of-the-art facility. You've got a community that already pledged to hold a national convention, so the business community stepped up.
You'll remember the 2020 Democratic National Convention was scheduled for Milwaukee, but nearly the entire event went virtual due to the pandemic.
New this morning, Columbus School District condemning what they are saying is a very disturbing incident here. It shows a student in a KKK outfit holding a noose around the neck of another student. The district says those involved are facing disciplinary actions.
6:06 now. Let's switch gears. Turn over to Chris Reese with your first warn weather. Certified most accurate. 3 things to know on our Friday, Chris.
Yeah, one of the first things as you head to work this morning, do know we're going to see some impacts to that evening commute as a round of snow showers moves on through. We're going to be talking temperatures near 50 on Sunday. But, as I always say, when it gets randomly that warm for a day this time of the year, it's a warning sign. I'm watching a winter storm for Monday and Tuesday. I want to take a moment and talk about the setup. As we move towards early next week, we are going to see colder air trying to pour in out of Canada. At the same time, we're going to see lots of warm, moist air throughout the southern part of the country. This is going to lead to areas of low pressure developing across the 4 corners and really trying to work their way into parts of the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes for parts of next week. One or multiple of these storms could have a pretty impactful winter side for us. Here's what we're watching for Monday right now. At this point, Monday morning is about 72 hours away. So we're in that threshold that we really start to see how things may begin to play out. And we are talking a period on Model 1 of snow coming our way. It even has that secondary system for the end of next week, but it's farther to the south. Model 2 has an extended period of freezing rain and sleet. So we're really on this fine line right now between experiencing an ice storm or a snowstorm at the moment. We're really going to watch model trends today. If they happen to trend farther north, we end up with less of an ice event and more rain. If they end up trending farther south, we end up colder with more snow. Model number 2 is also more aggressive with the secondary system towards the end of next week. So there's lots to watch. But when you're watching Monday and Tuesday in particular, at this point, it's game plan time. So start thinking about what you need for a potential ice or snow event. Either way, things are looking wintry for early next week. In the meantime, the Midwest, much more quiet when compared to yesterday, but I'm still going to be tracking this light snowmaker into town for our evening commute. You're dry as you head out the door right now. You're cold as you head out the door right now. Our temperature at 4 degrees. It feels like 5 below zero. Temperatures are in the single digits for all of us throughout today. But we put things into motion. Here we are at 4:30 as that evening commute gets going. You see our light snow moving on through. That does not amount to much, but it will lower visibility at times. 47 on Sunday. And then we begin to track our snow and freezing rain setup for Monday and Tuesday.
All right, Chris Reese, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. 6:09 now. Coming up, Charlotte DeLeste sharing a story of strength in a woman known for her dog sled team. What's up next for her?
Later, there are a lot of new Packers owners, how much money the stock sales raised so far, and what the team will spend it on.
Don't miss the big biggest mattress sale this weekend. The Mattress Marathon is at Ashley's biggest President's Day sale. Get the guaranteed best offer at Wisconsin's #1 mattress retailer. Plus, save up to 65% off doorbusters like these. Only at Ashley.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
At Pick and Save, we believe fresh is all about standards. That's why we do up to a 27-point inspection on our produce. Like for oranges, we check for color and scarring and more, keeping only the best of the best on our shelves. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the juice is worth the squeeze. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
At the Burrish Group at UBS, we believe in empowering women to take control of their financial security with a team of female advisors who understand the needs and goals of women. We believe you can achieve anything you put your mind to and can help you stay ahead of life's expected and unexpected events. Give our team a call today to start the conversation.
This is the purpose-built Ford F-150. It's a beast with brains. You know what? Skip this video. Go see one at the auto show.
It's auto show time, the best time to buy a Ford F-150 with ways to power up this and that. Work smarter. Muscle for most anything. Plus, special auto show offers to help you bring one home today. Order your F-150 during auto show to lock in this special flex buy offer. Plus, get an extra $1,000 retail order bonus.
This weekend only, get our very best deals of the season, including doorbusters up to 65% off. Plus, take bonus holiday discounts off our sale prices in-store and online, and interest-free financing for 5 years. The biggest President's Day sale in Wisconsin is on now at Ashley.
You're watching Madison's fastest-growing newscast, News 3 Now this morning.
Spread hope, strengthen faith, foster love, and encourage inner peace. A Lodi woman has a few things you could say on her plate to accomplish.
But she gets a lot of help doing so thanks to her dogs. And as our Charlotte DeLeste found out, those dogs aren't done yet.
Hi there, Rogie Bear.
The relationship between a human and a dog,
Buttercup, I'll be right there,
can develop into something
I know, Dawson.
extraordinary.
Hi, Badger Boy.
And it can take you places.
I know, I'm coming.
Places that some only dream about.
My name is Deb Glenn, and I'm a believer, I'm an adventurer, and I'm a lover of life. All the good stuff anyway.
Deb Danny Glenn participated in Alaska's Iditarod in 2009.
Insulated jackets for each dog. This is called a drag. Blankets. This is the gang line that all the dogs are tethered to.
It was on this journey that Deb's next great adventure would reveal itself.
I was at Mush Camp, and I was training to run the Iditarod, and I had Ashka there with me. She was a little rescue that had a heart of gold with an adventuresome spirit. So, well, we bonded right away. And she's the littlest sled dog. Take me, she said to Musher Mama.
Which is the title of her first children's book.
I can guide the sled.
In the Ashka Adventure series.
So right now I've got 7 books, and I could write a gazillion of them because the sled dogs really teach us about life.
The books cover big topics such as bullying, identity issues, saving for the future.
Musher Mama walked over and hugged Ashka.
And the value of teamwork.
Powerful lessons are exactly that. And once you learn them, they're apropos at any stage of life.
Even adults.
I mean, look at what we go through when we have to transfer jobs, or when we go through a divorce, or when we have a tragedy in our life. I mean, we still need to find hope. We need to find courage. We need to find equipoise as we're trying to sort through these things.
What Deb found is more inspiration.
I felt compelled to write a full-length animated feature film that brought the characters to life in yet another way.
Hi, baby boy.
It took Deb 30 days during the pandemic to write a 400-page manuscript.
Come here.
Disney is creating animated versions of the cast of characters like Hudson, who will be voiced by Hollywood actor Kevin Sorbo, and Winona Judd says she's interested in playing the role of Tinderbox. And by the end of 2023, Ashka will shine on the silver screen.
So above all, the timing of this movie right now, that hope is the light in all of us when we work together for a greater purpose with purpose-driven love.
Driven by this musher mama and her dogs.
I'm here.
Guided by her heart to do something good.
When I feel led to do something, when it's for a greater good, I'm unstoppable.
So unstoppable is accurate. Deb is heading back in about a week to Alaska to help out in the 50th running of the Iditarod. Her new friend, Kevin Sorbo, and others involved in the making of the movie Ashka will be tagging along.
It's a great story, isn't it?
That has to make you smile on this Friday. What a woman.
Yeah, and it has all the makings of a Disney movie.
It does. It really does.
Those sketches, the cartoons of the dogs, how awesome are those?
I can't wait to see this. Maybe sneak bask them in.
I'm all in. Well, the Green Bay Packers 6 stock sale now entering its final week, with the sale continuing until next Friday at midnight. So get this, more than 194,000 shares have been sold so far this time, raising more than $64 million. They started, they're all priced at $300 a piece. The money raised is going to go toward ongoing construction projects at Lambeau.
6:16 now. Chris Reese here with your first warn weather. Chris, are you a Packers fan?
Sure.
That's right.
Your buddy works for the Packers.
Right,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
He's a Wisconsin fan, though. That's what it is. I have a close friend. I grew up together in Houston, came to visit Wisconsin when I moved here. Loved it so much. Chose to live in Wisconsin, got a job working for the Packers in Green Bay, and they're still here. So that's why I'm a Packer fan, because I get all Packer gear all the time for free. That's how. But anyways, we are looking at a cold front that's going to be arriving later on this afternoon and evening. That's going to send with it a band of some snow showers that arrives around dinner time. So this could lower visibility as temperatures begin to drop, but we're going to get windy behind it. We have wind advisories pretty much for all of southern Wisconsin. It's going to go from 2 o'clock today until 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So let's talk about these winds as they begin to move in. This is 11 o'clock. We're going to start to see those winds starting to gust around 25, 30 miles per hour or so. We get you towards 6:30. At this point, here comes the cold front pushing through. A lot of those wind gusts really begin to pick up, especially behind it. That's where your 40, your 45, or even flirting with 50 mile per hour wind gusts begin to come into the picture. And so this is the reason that we have that wind advisory in play. 8:30 tonight, things are certainly going to be windy. And then tomorrow morning, we'll finally start to see those winds subside again before we see a little bit more wind into the weekend, parts of Saturday and early Sunday. Traffic-wise, this is East Washington at Stoughton Road. Still, look at the traffic just flowing smoothly there. You can already see the sun starting to rise as well. We are going to be all clear when it comes to traffic throughout your entire day. No issues. Perhaps a little damp as we move towards the evening, though, as those snow showers come on through and they start to wet the road. But with temperatures where they are, I'm not overly concerned about accumulation at the moment. All green on our traffic maps this morning. We're going to keep it green today. That's the goal. That's the positivity that you need headed into the weekend.
All right, green means go. Thank you, Chris. Coca-Cola is introducing a new limited edition flavor called Starlight. It's not exactly clear at this point what the reddish colored soda is going to taste like. The company says it's inspired, though, by space. It's the first drink from Coca-Cola Creations, a new innovation platform which will introduce new limited-time products and experiences. Starlight hits store shelves across the U.S. starting Monday.
We'll have to give this a try, huh?
I'll pass.
Okay, how about this one? Taco Bell bringing back a fan favorite after 7 years of being shelved. The fast food giant is returning to the Klondike Choco Taco. For those unfamiliar, it's a taco-shaped waffle cone filled with fudge swirled vanilla ice cream covered in a nutty topping. It's now available at 20 locations in LA and Milwaukee, although Taco Bell has hinted at a nationwide rollout.
It's a fun one to say.
Choco Taco.
Choco Taco.
I might go with this over the Starlight space tasting pop.
Or soda. We can get into
That's
that
another
later.
conversation.
U.S. regulators are looking into claims of phantom braking in Tesla Model 3 and Model Ys. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says it's received 354 complaints from drivers who said their vehicles just suddenly slowed or even stopped for no apparent reason while using autopilot, a feature that allows the car to steer and brake on its own. It's unclear if any accidents were reported, though, in connection with the complaints.
Scary. Okay, how you sleep as an adult may be linked to your sleep back from childhood. A Penn State study finds kids with insomnia often continue to have sleep problems into early adulthood. Researchers say it's important to address sleep issues during childhood and adolescence because poor sleep is linked to a number of health problems.
It sure is. Yeah.
I always get nervous when we air these stories.
Yeah, because we don't sleep that great on this shift.
What is
no secret. Coming up, some crazy video from a police cruiser.
And in our next half hour, 5 shootings in the span of 24 hours in the city of Madison. What the police chief has to say about whether crime is rising.
This portion of News 3 Now is brought to you by Shopko Optical.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
At Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour President's Day blowout sale. Save big on top brands. Millions of dollars worth of inventory in stock and ready to go. All with no interest financing for 18 months. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley of Madison.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
Number 44. Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
44, ladies, that's me! Woo! Gonna get some cold cuts today.
Come experience Floor & Decor's grand opening in Monona. With our unmatched selection of tile, wood, stone, laminate, vinyl, and more, all at everyday low prices, at Floor & Decor, you'll discover the perfect products for shopping on trend and on budget, all in one stop. Plus, our helpful associates make realizing your vision easy from start to finish, so your upgrade has never been more you. Discover your new Floor & Decor, now open in Monona, or visit us online at flooranddecor.com.
I knew I had to take charge of my life. I didn't recognize myself. Now with Jenny Craig, I've lost 35 pounds and 4 inches.
Introducing the revolutionary Max Up, the one-stop, most effective weight loss solution. Limited time offer. Join now.
For over 50 years, Purina Cat Chow has been helping cats feel at home with trusted nutrition. No wonder it's the #1 dry cat food in America. Come home to Cat Chow.
This weekend only, get our very best deals of the season, including doorbusters up to 65% off. Plus, take bonus holiday discounts off our sale prices in-store and online. And interest-free financing for 5 years. The biggest President's Day sale in Wisconsin is on now at Ashley.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family, too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
We're back sharing Kevin's morning with you. Isn't this a great picture?
I love this. This is stunning. It reminds me of Highland. KCG may be visiting Southwest Wisconsin with this pic.
If you don't watch that often, thank you, first off. Second, Kevin Charles Grunberg submits a lot of our My Mornings because they're so great. We want to thank Kevin for his contribution this morning. If you want to send in a picture, just post it on social media and use the hashtag MyNews3Morning.
Yeah, quite the photographer. Okay, 6:24 now. Crazy video this morning out of Pennsylvania. You kind of have to see it to believe it.
This is just wild. So a cop car is sitting in the median, and then look at this. A tire comes flying out of nowhere, smashes right into the front of the cruiser. Luckily, the officers inside were just okay. They're just fine. After the cruiser was hit, then the tire then flew out into the road.
I'm amazed nothing worse happened. Glad to hear the officers didn't get hurt.
Terrifying.
Wow. It has instilled a new fear in all of us.
Yeah, like we don't have enough to worry about out on the roads.
Yeah, you know, maybe I'll just start biking.
And what do you do? Like, you can't hop out of the car. Yeah, not as many flying tires out on the trails.
Then the next day,
Wisconsin.
Tomorrow, we're going to air a story about a biker getting hit. No.
Well, that's why I laughed, because you said maybe I'll just start biking, and I was like, okay, so what if the tire goes at your bike?
Yeah, just ruining all my modes of transportation over here, you guys.
Yeah, it's a crazy video. Crazy swings in temperatures, because if you think about it, 2 days ago,
Segway King.
we were 40 degrees warmer than we are right now.
Yes, we were.
Chris Reese, you just throw the weather at us like you'd throw a tire at a car.
It is exactly, oh my goodness, it is such colder out there this morning. We're at 5 degrees. Really, we're at 4. Bus pickup time will be around 5. We're going to keep those clouds on the increase. And then even by bus drop-off, we're going to be mostly cloudy with temperatures around 30. We will also track a chance to see some snow showers coming our way. But enjoy that beautiful sunrise, my friends.
I am not the king of segways.
We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Shop the President's Day sale and save at Grand Appliance. Great deals like this Samsung 4.5 cubic foot front load washer with steam for just $748, or this 22 cubic foot LG French door fridge for just $13.98. But that's not all. Exclusively at Grand, you can also add up to $250 in extra savings on select purchases of our most popular brands. Don't wait. Shop online or in store at Grand Appliance, the appliance experts since 1930.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that could take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm David Cohen, the COO of Love Your Teeth. When we did the clinical study and saw that it whitened people's smile 7 shades in 7 days with only 10-minute applications, we knew we had to share it with the world. Love Your Teeth whitens natural teeth, as well as stains on caps and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. And for those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, with Love Your Teeth, you can target that area using swab precision.
I love red wine, tea, coffee, and I typically get stains at like the bottom part of my teeth, and it's very obvious. This was my smile before I started using Love Your Teeth, and then here's my smile now.
I would describe Love Your Teeth as easy to use. I'm so happy with results. Before I started Love Your Teeth, I took a selfie. So white, so different.
If you have yellowing between your teeth or coffee stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And with each 10-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth.
I'm Dr. Gold. I've been a dentist for 25 years. When I looked at the clinical study for Love Your Teeth, I was blown away by the results. Love Your Teeth really works. Finally, an at-home teeth whitening product that I can recommend with confidence.
With Love Your Teeth, my teeth were looking great. Like, I would just wake up every day like, oh my
God, my teeth are getting whiter. It was just amazing for me. I saw a difference every single day. I'm just so confident in the way that my smile looks.
In the past, while I was using other teeth whitening products, my teeth became sensitive, and that's just uncomfortable. With Love Your Teeth, something that I really loved about it is there was zero sensitivity the entire process.
Order Love Your Teeth this Valentine's Day and get 50% off, plus get free shipping. And as an added bonus, get a free Love Your Teeth Go pen with your order. Visit loveyourteeth.com or call the number on your screen.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Right now, new workforce bills on their way to the Senate after the Assembly votes to tighten eligibility for unemployment.
President Biden beginning to allocate money from his infrastructure bill, the promise made in Ohio that will be helping Wisconsin.
4 degrees as the sun begins to come up, but there's something else on the come up. It's our chances for snow. We're breaking that down in the First Warn forecast.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Leah Lynchine.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Sunrise earlier and earlier. It's nice to see the sun here at 6:30 in the morning, isn't it?
It's also nice to hear that snow's going to be back in the forecast.
I know. We all love snow. Maybe you don't. But, you know, whatever.
We do.
We like it. We want to see a nice fresh blanket of snow out there.
I will tell you, even our news director, not the biggest fan of snow. And yesterday in our meeting, she said, I just want a good snow.
You know the old Wisconsin saying, if it's going to be cold,
it might as well snow.
Eh?
We're plenty cold this morning. We'll get to that forecast in just a moment. First, though, last night, Madison police responding to a 5th report of shots fired within a 24-hour period.
This one happened on Greenway Cross near Fitchburg. This is just off of Fish Hatchery Road. No injuries reported. Police also didn't find any damaged property, though they did recover some shell casings.
Yesterday morning, we told you about 4 other cases of shots fired that happened overnight. No one hurt in any of those cases, but police are taking each one seriously, they tell us. A big question investigators are trying to answer this morning is, are they all connected? Here's Police Chief Sean Barnes.
We don't want to live in a city where we hear gunfire, and all too often, this is what I hear in my personal conversations with some of our community members. And so we're certainly working to understand when and where these incidences occur. We're working to look at prolific offenders.
Reports from the last 24 hours put the year's totals for shots fired calls at 30. This time last year, though, we were at 35.
More continuing coverage now. The 15-year-old boy charged in the shooting death of his 11-year-old sister in Fitchburg last year has been found delinquent on an amended charge in her death. That's the equivalent of an adult being found guilty. The shooting happened last September along Curry Court. According to the Dane County Juvenile Court Administrator, the 15-year-old was placed at home with intensive community-based supervision. He will also have to cooperate with therapy and other services.
The Dane County Board voting last night to postpone a decision on extra spending for jail renovations. Sheriff Calvin Barrett has been outspoken about the need for improvements, calling the current conditions inhumane and borderline unconstitutional. If no agreement is reached, we could end up seeing this go to a referendum this November.
The district attorney's office says Quatron Wilson will be in court today for suspected drug charges. Wilson was supposed to make an appearance on Wednesday, but the DA postponed it. They say it was delayed due to, quote, new reports coming in. Meanwhile, the Dane County Sheriff's Office clarifying that when an individual is hospitalized, the decision to charge that person entirely up to medical staff. This comes after Wilson's family asked that he be transferred back to the hospital. In a press release, the Sheriff's Office said that decision is in no way influenced by officers. After he was allegedly shot 5 times, Wilson spent a single day in the hospital before being transferred to the jail. Now, we've been following this story for the last 2 weeks. We continue to ask questions of police for more information around the arrest and the shooting. We've continued to push new details out through our mobile app, the first place to get that breaking news. You can stay up to date in this case. Just search Channel 3000 News in your app store.
6:33. Let's check it with Chris Reese now in Madison's certified most accurate forecast. Hey there, Chris.
That's early next week, folks. You're looking at it on the maps. I'm watching this possibility of us seeing some sort of impactful winter storm across our part of the country. We're going to talk about the reason for that in a moment, but for now, check it out. 4 as you begin to head out the door. Winds out of the south at 5. Our wind chill coming in at 5 degrees below 0, but we are seeing that sunshine this morning, and we're going to see sunshine for most of today. before the cloud cover begins to increase. Here are other temperatures headed out the door. Lone Rock. I haven't said hi to you guys in a while. Good morning, Lone Rock. It is 2 headed out the door. Janesville, one of our warmer friends, at 7 degrees. Wautoma, one of our colder friends, coming in at 4 degrees below zero. Good morning to all of you, though. But these temperatures anywhere from about 10 to as warm as or as cold as 25 degrees colder than this time yesterday. We're all cold across the southeastern part of the country. Paducah, Kentucky, that's a temperature change of 40 degrees in 24 hours. You start to get towards parts of northern Arkansas, and that's where they've seen a 50-degree temperature change over the last 24 hours. This was a cold front that meant business. I know parts of Kentucky dropped 40 degrees in about 30 minutes yesterday. So a strong cold front. We were warmer across the high plains, and we'll even see our temperatures a little bit warmer this afternoon, but there's another cold front on the way. You're tracking that right now, right along I-35 throughout parts of central Minnesota. That's moving farther to the south and east, and that is where we are going to see our chance for some snow showers getting into the mix. We're at 13 by the time we get towards 9 o'clock. Here comes the cloud cover this afternoon and evening, 5 o'clock. Now, right during the evening commute time, we are going to see this band of snow moving through. It does not amount to much at all, and it gets out of here rather quickly. If anything, we're really just watching lowered visibility as folks begin to drive home, so take it easy. Early next week, I want to show you this. We're going to have this temperature gradient, this change in temperatures where you're warm in the south and colder in the north and west. This slow-moving temperature gradient hangs out here for much of next week. That allows for multiple waves of low pressure to develop across the Rockies and move towards the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley. This is the reason that we're watching next week for the possibility of winter storm systems, with the first one likely arriving Monday and into Tuesday. We're going to continue to watch things very closely while we're talking about snow and freezing rain getting in this mix. So no matter how you slice it, even if it's not a ton of snow, we're talking the possibility of an icy mix for parts of southern Wisconsin early next week.
Yeah, sounds like it could get dicey, Chris.
It could get dicey, and the signal is strong on this one, too.
All right, well, keep us posted if you do an alert day, all right?
Will do.
The State Assembly approving a package of Republican-authored bills designed to force more people into the workforce. Now on its way to the Senate, those bills tighten eligibility for unemployment benefits and Medicaid coverage. The proposals give Republicans a platform to discuss the state's worker shortage, too. The authors also make the case that part of what's fueling the shortage are public benefits that are too generous. Democrats disagree.
These working families are tired. They are tired of being used as political pawns and the Republican-led agenda that has actively dismissed, defunded, and dismantled workforce initiatives.
Republicans say the bills will help people get back to work and be less dependent on the state for help.
People are passing down promotions, increases in wages, which we're seeing across the sector now, in order to not earn too much to get pushed off their benefits. That's wrong. That's not what these programs are for.
If the bills make it to the Senate and through the Senate, Governor Evers would most likely veto them.
President Biden announcing $1 billion in infrastructure funding to clean up and restore the Great Lakes.
We're announcing an investment of $1 billion. $1 billion from the bipartisan infrastructure bill. It's going to allow the most significant restoration of the Great Lakes in the history of the Great Lakes.
The Environmental Protection Agency says the lakes provide drinking water for more than 40 million Americans. The president made the remarks from the Black River in Ohio. It's a tributary of Lake Erie. The funding should allow restoration of at least 22 areas of concern, all the way from Duluth to Buffalo, New York by 2030.
Sentencing hearing for former Minnesota police officer Kim Potter will happen this morning. She was convicted of manslaughter after fatally shooting 20-year-old Dante Wright back in April. Potter says she mistook her firearm for a taser. The maximum penalty is 15 years in prison and or a $30,000 fine, but Minnesota sentencing guidelines give judges discretion to sentence offenders with no criminal history between 6 and 8.5 years in prison. This past Monday was Valentine's Day. Yesterday was Random Acts of Kindness Day.
So there's been a lot of talk this week about how good it feels to share your love and gratitude with others. In this week's Time for Kids, there's also talk about it being actually good for your heart. Chris Reese here with more. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, good morning. An act of love or kindness is more than a mood booster, but perhaps a benefit for the entire body. SSM Health pediatric cardiologist Andrea Rock says that the acts of love and kindness are the positive energy we're looking for.
It raises your oxytocin levels, it gives you endorphins, it lowers your cortisol, which is a stress hormone. It physiologically relaxes you to do something kind. And it doesn't have to be some grand gesture. It doesn't have to be thousands of dollars to charity. It's looking somebody in the eye and saying thank you at the grocery store. Or it's when somebody you love made some mistake and you decide to just let it go. That helps your heart health. It helps your spiritual health. I can't say enough about it.
Dr. Rock says that incorporating acts of kindness into your daily routine is good for your kids too. This can be done by modeling kind behavior, such as smiling at others, holding the door for strangers, or shoveling snow for elderly neighbors. She says that by teaching this to your kids, it'll leave you both feeling better as you go throughout the day. Now, of course, our Time for Kids Recipe for Health team is always asking what you want to hear about, so let us know what health topics you're interested in, or you can share your family's health story with us online at ssmhealth.com/timeforkids.
I love this story, and the perfect week for it, too, huh?
Yeah, that's why we chose it for this week.
Perfect. Got to get my kids to do more nice things for others.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they don't do enough.
I think we could all step up and do more nice things, huh?
I think you're right. Why not? Makes you feel good.
Good little lesson for your Friday.
There you go. Something, weekend goals.
Yeah.
How about that? Try to do something nice for somebody. Thanks, Chris.
6:40 now. Let's take a live look outside. It is going to be a bit of a warmer weekend on tap, especially that Sunday, ahead of a potential winter storm to start out your next work week. Chris Reeks breaking it all down for us when we return.
And the governor out making the rounds. He's visiting local first responders, how he hopes to stabilize the system and keep people safe.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture, and Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year.
Wow. Wow is right.
Deals up to 50% off throughout the store. The huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Govin Cars is having a huge winter sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $15,995 or $249 per month. That's right, don't miss out on our winter sale with the best selection of SUVs, cars, or vans under $15,995 or $249 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol, Govin. Go to Govin Cars, east or west.
You gotta go to Govin, GovinCars.com.
American Family Insurance filmed a commercial featuring real dads and their kids. No scripts, just family. Because nothing speaks louder than that.
Prayers, prayers, prayers. Time to say our prayers. Theo, Theo, Theo. Are you ready to say your prayers? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Guess what? You get 2 kisses.
Uh-oh.
And now, most admired alum.
Get up there.
This is so embarrassing.
There's no way it's me.
You know her. You love her.
Ruh-roh.
What are you doing here?
It's Anna Gomez! Who? Our first gagillionaire. With AT&T Fiber, Anna's got the fastest internet with hyper-gig speed.
I didn't know you went to this school. We have a lot in common.
Live like a gagillionaire with AT&T Fiber. Now with speeds up to 5 gigs. Limited availability.
Every parent I talk to wants to be sure they're doing all they can to protect their kids from COVID-19. As a Wisconsin pediatrician, I tell them the COVID-19 vaccines for kids has been thoroughly tested and is proven to be safe for ages 5 and up. Getting your child a COVID-19 vaccine is the most effective way to help kids stay safe and in school. Ask your child's doctor what they think.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture and mattresses. And Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year. Get an 8-inch foam queen mattress for just $222. Slumberland Sleep Solutions. We've reinvented mattress shopping.
U.S. ad spending is set to surpass $300 billion by 2022, and the greater Madison area is poised for major growth. So now would be a great time to consider a career in multimedia sales and to join our team selling our top-rated media and digital solutions. Work for a company that offers training, autonomy, flexibility, income growth, upward mobility, and work-life balance with a competitive wage. If you have a passion to drive results for local businesses, then visit morganmurphymedia.com right now to apply.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Hi, Chris. I'm Sue.
I'm Judy. I'm from Oconomowoc.
Chris, plan our day.
That's 2 in a row from Oconomowoc. We're going to see cloud cover on the increase as we go throughout today. Temperatures going to be warmer than they were yesterday afternoon as well. We're warming up into the lower 30s. By the time we get you towards 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, we could see some snow showers and flurries pushing through. I'm tracking this system that's also going to usher in a cold front. It's to our north for now, but it's going to start moving our direction. And just a matter of time, we'll start to see that working its way into parts of southern Wisconsin. So let's time it. 3 o'clock, you'll see those snow showers working their way into northern parts of the viewing area. They're right on top of us by 5 o'clock. 7 o'clock, they're south of us, and then by 9, it's completely out of here. It's history at that point. Quiet for the rest of the weekend, but I am tracking early next week. This is where we could be dealing with a period of some freezing rain and snow coming our way. For Monday and Tuesday, go ahead and start thinking about what you might need to do to get prepared for this. We don't want anyone coming out of the weekend caught off guard, so have that game plan ready now. And one of the other things that we can do, it's been a while since I've asked for these, but send in your videos. We were out of them for quite some time, and now that they're back, I want to make sure that folks are sending in their Plan My Day videos so we can put them on the air.
Keep them coming. Thanks, Chris. Governor Evers is highlighting his plan to support and stabilize Wisconsin's emergency medical services system. Following his State of the State address this week, Evers was in Darlington yesterday. Darlington's moving from a volunteer EMS system to a paid one. The governor taking steps to help fund that system, as well as others in the state.
So it's a commitment we're making, and it's a start. You know, it isn't going to make things perfect, but we believe, you know, for the Darlingtons of the world and other smaller rural EMS, I think it'll be a significant step forward.
Governor Evers also visited Baldwin Ambulance Services during his visit yesterday.
Winding down with a glass of wine can be a nightly ritual for many, but on this National Wine Day today, researchers are warning you to consider your sugar intake before you do that. New research reveals 2 glasses a day could put you over the suggested sugar limit. Researchers found 1 glass of a sparkling variety popular in the UK had more sugar than a glazed donut. Doing that daily could add negative health effects.
High sugar intake over the long term is associated with an increased risk of certain diseases like cardiovascular disease and diabetes.
Consumer groups believe that adding nutrition labels on wine bottles that included sugar and calorie content could lead to better health choices.
Well, another big winter storm with heavy snow missed us to the south again. It hit Chicago for most of the afternoon yesterday. It dropped around 4 inches of snow. Blizzard conditions spread across Illinois and Indiana, the system reaching as far south as Bowling Green, Missouri, where they received a mix of rain and winter conditions.
In the last 3 seasons, Dodgeville boys basketball won a total of 19 games. But this year, with 3 games left in the regular season, they have 18 wins and a conference championship. How'd they do it? Well, players say they stuck to the Dodger way of working hard. Zach Hanley reports.
Get up and get up. Get up and get up.
It was a moment 7 years in the making.
I didn't know what I'd feel at the time.
For the first time since 2015.
It means a lot. Program hasn't seen a conference title in a while.
The Dodgeville boys basketball team
get to game speed right away.
Are on top of the SWC.
It's been my #1 goal throughout high school is to win a conference championship.
And they did it through hard work. Or as Matt McGraw likes to say,
that's it.
The Dodger way.
Continuing to work and get better and not settling for where we're at has been our mentality.
More reps in the weight room, more shots after practice.
Good, got him.
More film study.
High low.
Work, 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 and that's what we've done, and now we've got a conference title to show for it.
The Dodgers are living proof.
Being a part of a team like this, it's kind of a way of it paying off. like that hard work is paying off and now you're seeing it.
If you put in the time,
Dad, get up, get up.
you can achieve your goals.
Hard work is the basis of anything you're going to be successful at. And so we've tried to instill that, and the guys have done a great job of buying into that. They do work hard each and every night.
Because after all,
good luck.
That's the Dodger way.
Zach Hanley reporting for us this morning.
You played Dodgeville a lot, didn't you?
No, Dodger's way bigger than Highland, but we did play in sort of like a club basketball team with St. Joe's folks out of Dodgeville.
There you go. A good story from Zach Hanley there.
You know I love a good Southwest Wisconsin story. 6:48 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, Matt Hamilton headed home to Wisconsin, but will he have a medal?
First, though, we want to say happy birthday to Haley and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with News 3 Now this morning.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Pick and Save delivery is always fresh because we check our produce at every stop on its journey to you. We're fresh every day, so shop any way. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Shop the President's Day sale at Grand Appliance for the area's best prices on top brands like GE and its family of premium appliance brands. Get their brand new 5.0 cubic foot top load profile washer with innovative antimicrobial technology for just $6.98. Or upgrade to GE's premium cafe line for precision performance, unique customizable designs, and up to $2,000 back on qualifying packages. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes.
This Valentine's Day, in just 10 minutes, you will look incredible.
This is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It's a cream. It's a topical. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it. I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, and you know, I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself. I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
This Valentine's Day is the best time to get Plexiderm for only $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen. At Pick and Save, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales for prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
The Portage Furniture Store with free delivery on brands you know and trust.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Overnight, the U.S. men's curling team falling to Canada in the bronze medal match. The team featuring McFarland native Matt Hamilton won silver in the 2018 Olympics. The final score this morning, 8-4. Sweden and Great Britain will play for the gold and silver medals this weekend.
The 15-year-old boy charged in the shooting death of his 11-year-old sister in Fitchburg last year has been found delinquent on the amended charge in her death. That is the equivalent of an adult being found guilty. This shooting happened last September on Curry Court. According to the Dane County Juvenile Court Administrator, the 15-year-old was placed at home with intensive community-based supervision.
Madison police count 5 reports of shots fired within a 24-hour period. 4 of those shootings happening Wednesday night into Thursday morning. The 5th happening just before that 24-hour mark last night. No one has been injured in any, but police are still investigating. There have been 31 reports of shots fired so far in 2022.
A new proposal to bring a $200 million Amazon facility to the village of Cottage Grove, getting a unanimous go-ahead from the Plan Commission last night. The proposed site directly borders Sun Prairie, though, which has the only residential area near the site, meaning the people who are among the most affected aren't getting the biggest say. You can go to channel3000.com to learn more.
A group of nurses at UW Health plans to picket outside the next meeting of the UW Health Board on February 24th. They're hoping to be recognized as a union. The group says 1,500 nurses recently signed cards demanding union recognition. They say UW Health has yet to respond to their request. The hospital has previously cited Act 10 as a reason why they can't recognize the nurses union. Their previous contract with the union ended in 2014.
Republican State Senator Roger Roth officially joining the race for the next lieutenant governor. In Iraq War veteran, Roth represents Wisconsin's 19th Senate District, the Appleton-Menasha area. Roth, currently the chair of the Committee on Universities and Technical Colleges and the vice chair of the Committees on Utilities, Technology, and Telecommunications. The primary for lieutenant governor is scheduled for August 9th.
A Lunar New Year celebration on State Street last night. Check it out. People could experience traditional Chinese lion dancing, feed the lions to bring luck in the new year, and enjoy New Year's specials. More than a dozen downtown businesses are Asian-owned and operated. The new year started on February 1st.
If you think the price of gas here is bad, look at this. $4.75 a gallon. This is in California. The average price in California right now, the average is $4.72 a gallon. That's a record high. Experts say $5 a gallon will likely be the norm there in a matter of months. The national average right now is currently $3.51 a gallon.
If you're planning to buy a house and don't already have a low-interest mortgage, you're running out of time. Mortgage rates in the U.S. starting to rise again to the highest level since 2019. The average 30-year fixed mortgage now 3.92%.
A consumer alert this morning. The FDA says 2 kinds of deodorants are being recalled. It's because of concerns about a cancer-causing chemical. HRB brands recalling 4 types of Brute deodorant sprays and 2 types of Sure antiperspirant sprays. Officials are concerned about the presence of benzene. Unexpected levels of it were discovered in the propellant used for the spray cans.
If you have ever struggled to see while driving because another driver's high beams were shining in your eyes, that problem could soon be a thing of the past. Automakers will now be able to install adaptive driving beam headlights on new cars. The lights are designed to shine less light on occupied areas of the road and more light on unoccupied areas.
Temperatures over the next 12 hours are going to be increasing from single digits and into the lower 30s later on this afternoon and evening. I'm also watching this cold front. That's going to bring a burst of snow towards the evening commute as winds begin to increase as well. Here we are, 4:30. You see that moving on through. Behind it, we're going to see some of those wind gusts upwards of 40 or 45 miles per hour. So we do have wind advisories from 2 o'clock this afternoon through 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Here's my Plan Your Day forecast. Look for that cloud cover on the increase, friends, and then that chance for snow in the evening. I'm also watching early next week for a Midwestern winter storm.
Chris Reese, thank you very much. Stay with us, folks. We're going to continue tracking that storm in an update coming up in half an hour.